In this video, you're going to learn all about the DASH diet, which stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. In more detail, here's what you can expect to learn. First, we'll discuss what do you eat. Then, just as importantly as what do you not eat, as well as what kinds of results can you expect as a result of eating what they tell you to eat and avoiding what they tell you to avoid. And lastly, we'll also discuss two alternatives to the DASH diet and how well do they work to lower blood pressure. Before we jump in, who am I? My name is Igor. I'm the author of the Amazon best-selling book, High Blood Pressure Reversal Secrets: 4 Simple Steps to Lower Blood Pressure in 1 month without medications. If you want to check it out on Amazon, just check out the link in the description below. As well, I'm the CEO of a premier personal training company called Fitness Solutions Plus that specializes in helping people with high blood pressure reverse their hypertension. As well, I've been a personal trainer since 2006, and I've performed over 400 wellness presentations for many of Canada's largest corporations, like the University of Toronto, IBM, Bosch, American Express, Investors Group, and others. If you want to learn when I publish more videos about high blood pressure and nutrition, click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's jump in. What is the DASH diet? Let's start there. First of all, it is a high potassium, high magnesium diet. And if you're wondering what foods are high in magnesium and what foods are high in potassium, well, here they are. The foods that are high in potassium are things like dates, dried apricots, potatoes, bananas, avocados, and more. As for foods that are high in magnesium, they are things like cooked spinach, but not raw spinach, as well as arugula, dark chocolate, Brazil nuts, and so on. In addition to that, it is a low sodium diet. If you're wondering how low is low, well, somebody without hypertension is recommended to have no more than 2,400 milligrams of sodium per day, whereas somebody with hypertension should be having no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. In addition to being a low sodium diet, it's also decreased in dietary fat and decreased in added sugar. In addition to that, there is portion control, so it's just limited in overall calories and food, and there is alcohol control, which recommends no more than 1 glass of alcohol per day for women and 2 glasses per day for men. In other words, if you're thinking this is taking all the joy out of my life, you're correct. And what kinds of results can you expect? Well, here is one very large systematic review that tried to look at how good is it at lowering hypertension. It's titled Influence of Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension Diet on Blood Pressure. So how well does it work? Kind of disappointing. It showed that people can lower their blood pressure by only about 6.82 over 3.59 millimeters of mercury, which is not that impressive. And how does it compare to the DASH diet, to the Mediterranean diet? Well, let's check that out, because the reason we chose the Mediterranean diet to compare it to is because the Mediterranean diet is known to be heart healthy. People who follow the Mediterranean diet actually have lower rates of heart disease, but is that because it lowers high blood pressure? Well, let's check it out. Here's a systematic review titled Effect of Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension Diet or Mediterranean Diet on Blood Pressure in Individuals with or Without Hypertension. And here's what they showed. The Mediterranean diet reduced the blood pressure by only 3.1 over 1.6 millimeters of mercury. In other words, neither one is particularly impressive, not the DASH diet, not the Mediterranean diet, especially considering how much effort you put into it. So in my book, I actually discuss a much better, easier diet that requires a lot less restriction, doesn't really require weight loss. It's not about removing things, it's more about adding things in your diet. Chances are things that you like anyways. So yes, I agree with the DASH diet in the sense that high potassium and high magnesium are necessary, but in addition to that, there are other foods that are not high in potassium or magnesium, yet still have a very favorable effect on blood pressure levels. In fact, one person who followed the diet that I recommend in my book on Amazon, and I've never met her, I don't know who she is. She's in the UK and I'm from Canada. I've never been to the UK. So she commented in my, after buying my book, worth it for the nutrition advice for those with high blood pressure. I went from crisis to high normal in a week by throwing myself into the diet suggested. I'll continue to incorporate the foods and cut down caffeine, etc., to get it down further. And again, this is 1 week from crisis to high normal. And this is just on the nutrition side of things. There are also recommendations in my book on exercise as well as supplements. Now, if you want to check out the book, just click on the link in the description below. Or if you want to check out other foods that can help you lower your blood pressure that are not high in potassium or magnesium, click on the screen right now to check out that video or in the description below. Thank you.